ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Namaste. Every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. So that means nobody is an exception, either a saint or a sinner. That's why they say, every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. Now let us start with a particular story. One woman of the ill repute, committing adultery. So they wanted to punish by throwing the stone. I think he went to a Mahatma or a great man. And then how to really punish her or throw the stone to the death. Then the Mahatma said, yeah, very good. It's a good idea. Then he said, why didn't you organize? So they brought the lady and the entire crowd was there. They were willing to throw the stone so that it is a moral for the entire village. And this Mahatma said, yes, you can do it. And he made a statement. Let the man among you who is without sin be the first to throw the stone at her. I'll repeat once again. Let the man amongst you who is not committed sin be the first person to throw the stone at her. Then finally they found out that nobody was there. Okay, the question is that everybody is making a mistake. There is nothing wrong. But to what extent you are able to make the correction and then take it forward. Okay, that is one. So we are going to discuss about analyze your own mistakes. It is a very powerful statement. See, that means all of us are making mistake. See, making a mistake is not a mistake, but committing the same mistake is a sin. That means you are not able to understand, analyze, correct, so that you will not make the same mistake. Okay, now there are two things. One is, if there is a problem or a mistake, one is you are in the learning mode or you are in a defending mood. So I know it is wrong, but I try to defend, which is not very good. But every interaction that you are having with the people, so you may make a mistake or the other person make a mistake. Now what is that you are going to learn from that mistake? See, that makes all the difference. Okay, that's the difference between the Mahatma and the Duratma, the bad man and a good man. You know the story or the incident or the book written by Mahatma Gandhi, quote, my story of my experiments with the truth, unquote. So I read it when I was very young. It's amazing. She made a lot of mistakes. He was able to understand. You are able to analyze. And you can make a course correction. So that is why he himself admit that I made a lot of mistakes. But every time that I make a mistake, there's a lot of, the spiritual dimension that comes into my life. So I can also give one more example. I think some of you must be knowing also. There is one person, a robber, called Ratnakar. So he was making a lot of mistake. He was making so many sin. Okay, only to take care of his family. And the moment Sage Narada told him what he is doing is wrong. Okay, then he started, realizing. And the same Ratnakar became a great, the Valmiki, the author of the Ramayana. See, that means the same Ratnakar, who is a robber, can transform himself to a great poet, like a Valmiki. So what stops us to even to think about that? Okay, that is one. See, now we have to understand, whenever I am making a mistake, there is no point in only repenting or regretting. Fine, it's all over. The match is over. Now, what is that we have learned from this mistake? That makes all the difference. The difference between the wise man and a fool depends upon the learning from the mistake. Okay. See, now, it's a beautiful statement. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new. See, that means, you make a lot of mistakes. Doesn't really matter. But don't try to make the same mistake. There are so many factors that is involved in the mistakes. So in our own experience, when you are teaching with all the students in all the schools, so we used to ask them, out of the 10 principles, so what exactly you like it? Say about 2 principles which are useful. The one is, count your blessings and analyze your own mistakes. Now, you are able to open your eyes to say that I made a mistake. You need a lot of courage. Cowards cannot do it. So you have to understand what is the root cause of the mistake and make a most correction. Okay, a mistake should be your teacher, not your attacker. Mistake is a lesson, not a loss, and it is a temporary, not permanent. So necessarily detour, not a dead end. Please try to understand, it is not a dead end. Okay, so most of the people, if there is a problem, they completely succumb. But you have to bounce. Okay, that's the most important in life. Okay, now let me ask you one particular question to all of you. Yes, all of us are making mistake. What do you do with that? So what is the root cause? Why it is happening? Now, sometimes what is happening? You have come with a lot of, the excess baggage in your own birth. Now you have to really remove all your the excess baggage. See, that means you have to analyze. So what is the root cause of the problem? Why I am doing it? What is the effect? What is the pros and cons? And if you are able to understand all these parameters, that means you will not make a mistake. You will try to reduce the number of mistakes. Now let me tell you, some of the people who made a mistake, that is a turning point for them. So I can give so many examples. Okay, now my suggestion to all of you, to make sure that, every day, take some time. Okay, now close your eyes and then tell me all the interaction with the people. Okay, sometimes you have made a mistake, or some people might have made a mistake in your interaction. That means try to find out, okay, now I made a mistake. So what is the root cause? Is it because of the ignorance, or what is the real problem? Then if you are able to close your eyes, deep thinking, and try to understand the root cause of the mistake, then over a period of time you will slowly reduce the number of mistakes. There is no other way. It comes from within. Everybody knows what is right, what is wrong, and you cannot hurt anybody inasmuch you don't want to be hurt. Okay, now make sure that you are able to have a kind of a practice like a meditation. That means I am liable to make a mistake, but let me understand and consciously avoid. So today what is happening? We are able to do it in a compulsive way. Now you have to graduate from the compulsive way to the conscious way. Then I am sure that all of you will reduce the number of mistakes. And your idea is not to repent, not to regret, but you have to listen to your inner voice. Yes, I have no right to hurt somebody. Okay. Swami Sivananda, he made a statement. Quote, do not brood over your past mistake and failures, as this will only fill your mind with grief, regret, and depression. Do not repeat them in the future. It is a saintly advice. So when our Dr. Abdul Kalam met Shivananda, he just told him, I believe, Dr. Abdul Kalam was completely depressed. Then he just told him only one thing. Okay, see, you have failed in a particular incident because you have got a better opportunity to play a role. So he has become the president. That's why I like this particular statement. Do not brood over the past mistakes and failures. It happens. Most of the people have it. All the men of achievement. Okay. And then you must make sure that you don't repeat the same thing. Take care. All the best. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Sant Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhavet Om Shanti Shanti Shanti